Hello. All the videos that I've been posting have been old from like 2013 when my anxiety was at its like at its peak maybe. Between those years 2013 to like 2016, I want to say it was like really bad. Like the worst. And then it kind of trickled here and there afterward, and it was really bad before then too. It's just I started recording it in 2013. But like I mentioned before, I haven't had to deal with my anxiety in about, oh my goodness, probably 6 years. I haven't been dealing with it like that, anymore. And I still don't, but I am dealing with anxiety right now. And it's like come back because of all the stress that I'm under. Remember, anxiety is your body's way of dealing with stress. Those of us with anxiety, that's the way your body deals with stress. Everybody's different, and we tend to be those people that internalize everything. So, kind of bittersweet kind of thing, I guess. It just means that we're super strong and that we're just super strong. And, but right now I'm going through a lot in my life. And you're like, well, when haven't you been going through a lot? And I think everybody goes through things, and sometimes it's hard to share like what you're going through because you feel like, well, how am I worse off than anyone else, and that there's other people out there that are dealing with things that are even worse than you, and so how dare I try to be like, oh, look at me, and then it makes me feel like I'm trying to play the victim, and then I'm not, I'm just basically saying, hey, this is what's going on. And like, I like to share what I'm going through because my motto from the beginning has been, you are not alone, because I want people to understand and realize they're not alone in what they're struggling with. I know that anxiety is a big thing amongst the population. It's everywhere. I've spoken to so many people all over the world that have been dealing with anxiety. I've had people contact me from Lebanon and Sweden and just everywhere when they saw my videos, because I was someone they could relate to, because they'd been going through the same thing. And it's like we're all the same. I had a doctor from New York used to call me because he was just freaking out, and being a doctor, I guess a lot more when it comes to health. But yeah, you don't even know, like, I've spoken to so many people, so that's why I like to share what I'm going through, because again, you are not alone. Right now, because of the humongous stress I'm under, I have been feeling all those feelings, that I used to get. Not as bad as I used to get them, but like right now I'm feeling nauseated. That's why I'm laying down in bed. I'm laying on my tummy because it's going to help me feel better. I'm telling myself it's going to help me feel better. But I'm feeling nauseated. And of course, when I feel nauseated, what's the trigger that triggers in me? Everybody is different, but my trigger is, if y'all have been following me for years from the beginning, that like I have those videos from, I think it was 2017, I don't remember. But when I fainted in 2017, 2018, I don't remember, but when I passed out. And because when I passed out, like right before I passed out, I felt really, really nauseated, and I felt really tired, and like all of these things. So whenever I feel those things, it's a trigger for me, and it makes me feel like, oh my God, I start freaking out inside, and I start thinking, oh my goodness, I'm going to pass out again. I don't need to be alone. That's one of those things with anxiety. You don't want to be alone, because what if something happens and then nobody knows that something happened to you, and you're like so terrified of being alone, because you're like, oh my goodness, and so, that's one of my triggers is the nausea. I hate feeling nausea. I hate feeling sick. And, because I start thinking crazy, like I'm going to faint. I'm going to pass out. Oh my goodness, something bad's about to happen to me, you know? And it's scary. And like right now, I'm feeling the nausea. I feel a headache. I have a headache. I have, I just feel tired. I feel sore. I feel like parts of my body are just like aching and I don't know why, you know, and I've been trying to eat healthier, and that's another thing that freaks me out because when I passed out the last time, I was eating healthier. And the thing is, what happened to me last time was that my blood pressure dropped suddenly. Well, it had been dropping. It had been really low all day because I had been super tired and feeling that way for like hours before I actually passed out. So, it just that when I passed out, it was like an instant, like I couldn't hold, like I was like, oh my gosh, my mouth got watery. I'm like, I'm about to go throw up. I stood up and that was it. I fell out. At least my sister was there. She called the ER. Called the ambulance and everything for me. But regardless, I'm not talking about that. You can look at those videos on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. But I'm just saying, I like to share what I'm going through because, again, I don't want people to feel alone. And like I said, I've been posting a lot of old videos because I realized that there's a lot of old stuff that even I didn't even have posted, that I've decided to post, you know. And those of you who have been following me know that I took off all my ads from my videos because I wanted to be able to help people, and without having to go through the ads and, oh my goodness, you know, all of that. So I took all that off. But I don't like this. I'm going through a situation right now where I'm losing everything again. And I know that's where my anxiety stems from, is from me, you know, in the process of losing everything again. And I don't know if I want to share it or not because I feel as if, I don't know, I just don't know yet. But just wanted to let you guys know that you're not alone. Goodness. Yeah, I'm just not feeling good. And I'm hoping that everything gets better for me. I've just been praying and praying and praying and praying. I've just been praying a lot. Anyway, remember, you're not alone. Love you guys. Bye.